Every time. Every freaking time. Gangstalkers caught on camera. Let's see. I was told to actually record this because the best thing to do is to try to catch them on camera because they don't like actually being on camera. So every time I leave, though, it's exactly what they do. Just ridiculous. And then you try to tell somebody, and people look at you like you freaking crazy. They gonna look like you completely, totally insane. Another thing they do is when I come back in or whatever, like they know I walk or whatever, and so they'll come back in before I get into the apartments, and they'll be waiting inside the pool area in the apartments with their lights on or whatever, the headlights on, and then well, I see, it's just exactly what they do. As soon as I leave, and then you tell somebody that they think it's just a coincidence or whatever. Exactly what they do. And it's more than one of them doing it. Sometimes they park on the outside of the apartments or whatever. Not in the main gate because it'd be too obvious. But some of them just getting too sloppy with it. They don't even care if they seen or whatever. It's just a message to shut up. So I think where I mess up at is just constantly trying to explain to them. Y'all know what they know. What they don't have a spiritual awareness that they're being used, because anybody in their right logical mind wouldn't do something like that. But I think when people first start getting gang stalked, especially people who have gotten gang stalked for not that long, it's some people that have been gang stalked for years, beyond years. And some people who are still new to it, and when you're still kind of new to it, even though it's been a year, you think in your mind that your words will eventually let them see logically what you're doing is completely insane, but they don't understand anything that you're saying or whatever, because they've been taken over with them, and then they're ignorant too. So it's like anything you write, they think it's a joke, or I don't know. For a long time, I struggled with trying to figure out if people know they evil and they purposely just be evil. And then sometimes I get the excuse and I'm just like, well, it's a demon attached to them, because demons do unnatural evil stuff. And then I struggle with if they just don't know what they're doing. But come on. It's like one of the biggest tricks that I've learned, I always forget this, is that if you know you're a good, righteous, genuine person and you love God or whatever, compare the things you do to the things other people would do. If you know you wouldn't see somebody online talking about God and plotting and telling the truth, and go to their house every day and sit outside and laugh and honk horns and follow and stuff like that, then it's like we should just know what type of people that we're dealing with. Sometimes you think you can reach people, but that's why they're being used like that, because they sold their souls unknowingly. And I think a lot of people, they don't understand what selling your soul is. They always think that selling your soul has to be, oh, say no, blah, 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 blah. It's not about that. It's about you sell your soul when you do stuff like that. When you purposely plot on a good man, or purposely plot on a chosen one, or purposely plot on somebody, demise or whatever, do black magic or whatever to destroy somebody. It's just, you're selling your soul or whatever, because you're playing God in their life or whatever. And a lot of these people, they're given false promises and told and made to believe that they're more than they are, because they know how to do certain things like that and plot against bad people, and I'll switch the destinies with you, or I'm gonna silence you, or I don't like what you say, or I want to. That people, the Bible talks about that. Don't covet what your neighbor has. And in general, they work for Satan. They're the descendants of Satan. They're being used by Satan, so nothing that you say is ever gonna get through. And I forget that sometimes as this empaths, we're very, very forgiving and nice, and we don't plot and plan on the next minute. The stuff they did to me or whatever, just think about it. If I was to retaliate and do something, I have more power than them anyway, or whatever. I just haven't fully tapped into that. But people that are righteous, we have more power than people like that, because God favors us or whatever. They don't have any type of protection. If somebody is covered by God and somebody else is covered by demons, you automatically know that they're going to lose in general, because the battle has already been won. So yeah, they just do, like I said, they just do crazy stuff, try to intimidate you. It's like the stuff they doing not making any sense, because it's not them doing it. It's the demons in them. Demons are not humans. So they're going to do stuff that doesn't make any type of sense or whatever. They just do silly stuff. I'm on my way to the corner store. They go, it was a neighbor or whatever outside. They go downstairs as soon as I leave and then follow and go ahead of me or whatever. I'm going to go to the store. Watch, they're going to be at the store. It's just silly. It's just pure. And it's not even silly. It's just demonic or whatever. Because you just, and then they don't ever talk to you or nothing. Sometimes they'll send people up to you or whatever, and I already know it's them. The gang stalking has put me more on game with anything, because when you know, especially, they don't even do it slickly. It's like they want you to know that you're being watched. They're following you. Anybody that see you leave and then they want you, they know they're in their car and pull out ahead of you. They want you to know you're being watched. Other than that, they'll be more covert and secretive with it. So that's all I want to say. Just, if you going through it, it's not gonna last always. Remember, we're being tested on our character, not by God or whatever, but Satan does it to try to throw us off and stuff like that, to try to mess with your mind. God doesn't love you. See, look what we could. But in reality, what are they really doing to you? Are you alive still? You're still covered or whatever. God only lets it go on for so long because he's looking at the truth of these people. And that's what I said. Satan is using these people, working through them to show them, look, these people aren't nothing. I can get them to take down your prophets and your messengers, do your dirty work, but they're not even spiritually intelligent enough to see that. You got to be on a certain type of vibration to even get taken over like this. It ain't even about doing drugs or sleeping around or being lost or whatever, because when I was lost or whatever, it's nothing that could, the devil could never use me in that way to follow and watch somebody and stuff like that. It's just not in my DNA. It has to be in your DNA to even do something like that, for you to even get taken over and accept certain things. So that's all I wanted to say. Just wanted to make this quick video.